Alright, guys, game theory. This is how it all began. This is how the prisoner's dilemma is just an extension of the game theory. Let's say there's two friends. There's you and there's your buddy. Both of you all have committed two crimes. If you're convicted for the first crime, your penalty is 2,500 US dollars. If you're convicted for the second crime, the penalty you have to pay is 5,000 US dollars. Here's the catch in the story. You both have been convicted for only the first crime. There's not enough evidence to convict either of you for the second crime. That means both of you all only have to pay a penalty of 2,500 US dollars. Now it's your country or mine. The cops are always twisted. The cops put you in two separate rooms. One guy comes to you and pretends to be the good cop. He tells you, hey, you know what? Both of you all have to pay a penalty of $2,500. I'll make you a deal. Rat out your partner, cheat, confess, and I'll reduce your penalty to only $1,000. But your partner, on the other hand, will have to pay $5,000. Sounds like an interesting offer. You're a smart guy. This is how you should think. You have two choices. Either you confess or cheat, or you don't. You stay loyal. As per his offer, if you confess, your penalty drops down to only 1,000 US dollars, and your partner has to pay a penalty of $5,000. Makes sense. But what if you don't confess? Well, both of you have to pay a penalty of $2,500, for both of you are convicted of the first crime. But wait, there's a big assumption we've made over here. We've assumed that your friend or your partner won't confess either. He too is in a separate room. What if another twisted cop made him the same offer? Well, let's look at it from his angle. He also has two choices. He can rat you out by confessing or cheating, or he can stay loyal to you. Let's say he decides to confess in a situation where you haven't confessed. Then he only has to pay $1,000 and you will have to pay $5,000. So you think, oh, might as well even I should confess. But if he confesses and you confess, both of you get convicted on each other's testimonies, and both of you have to pay a penalty of $5,000. This is where the game theory steps in. I want you to look at this as if you're convict one. Now, think, your friend has two choices. Either he confesses or he does not. In the event that he confesses, there are two scenarios, 1 and 2. If he confesses, either your penalty would be 5,000 and his penalty would be 5,000, or your penalty would be 5,000 and his penalty would be just 1,000. It seems kind of unfair, so it makes sense that you confess as well, that you cheat. Well, what if your partner does not confess? Then there are two scenarios, this and this. The first scenario is where you pay a penalty of 1,000 and your partner pays a penalty of 5,000, or both of you pay a penalty of 2,500. In the event that he does not confess, again, it makes sense for you to confess because $1,000 of a penalty is less than the penalty of $2,500. So you see what just happened over here. The Twisted Corps played you guys in such a way that logically it makes sense for you to only and only cheat. However, the best scenario is when neither of y'all confess. But is this how you think? In short, whether you sell crude oil or cocaine or you're hitting on some girls at the bar, you are always operating in a group or maybe a cartel. It always is going to logically seem to cheat your group and take maximum advantage for yourself, like hitting on the hottest girl or cheating with the Twisted Cops. You will always think that you win and they lose. This might make sense, but eventually your cartel or your group will find out and they too will cheat and take you down with them. They lose and you lose. This is the worst scenario. Why let somebody else win? The monkey takes the cake when two cats fight. How did that happen? So remember, it always makes sense to not cheat, to stay loyal to your group and derive maximum value, where you, as well as your group or your cartel, you both win. Godfather agrees with me. True story. Alright guys, that's enough on our video for the game theory. I hope you enjoyed the small presentation. Write to us if you want to know more.